Welcome to this Premier League preview in association with WeLoveBetting.co.uk. Massive weekend of Premier League football. Champions League put to one side, back to the bread and butter. Big game on Saturday is Chelsea against Arsenal at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea's unbelievable home record under Jose Mourinho at the Bridge, and we are money back on selected markets if a red card is shown. 2 players sent off for Chelsea at Villa, and the manager, he's got a charge of improper conduct. But Chelsea 37-40 favourites at the Bridge, Arsenal 7-2. Paul, where's the money going?
I can't really see an edge in the match prices, to be honest. So it's not really. I think the prices what they are. You like Chelsea? Yeah?
Chelsea, I mean, they've unbeaten in 76 games at the Bridge under Jose Mourinho. He's never lost against Arsene Wenger.
It's the best home record in the league against the best away record in the league.
Are you gonna with Spurs?
It was better goal difference. Arsenal.
Trying to catch me out there. No,
there's no nil in the reverse fixture. I think it'll be a very tight game. I know Mourinho likes to keep these big games tight. I think that under 2.5 should be odds on myself, but it's actually even money. So that's the bet I'd be having in the game.
Chelsea did beat Arsenal at the Emirates 2-0 in the Capital One Cup early in the season.
Capital One Cup doesn't count, does it?
Does it not? Oh right. Are we going to tell that to Manchester City fans who are celebrating like they've won the league? City won't win the league. They're 13-8 favourites. Chelsea 2-1, Liverpool 11-4. But
I'm going to disagree with you again here because Man City will win the league.
That is outrageous. I mean, first of all, Arsenal they got battered by Spurs last week. Lucky to hang on. Chelsea have kept 5 straight clean sheets. There's more chance of Arsenal scoring than Sam Burke after 10 pints. Chelsea are a good thing. 85-40 to win the game to nil. That should be the value. Beat Galatasaray 2-0 in midweek. Masterclass from Mourinho. Kissing Drogba. Here to have a trophy. Undo, he got absolutely overwhelmed by it all. Couldn't perform. No innuendo there. But yeah, Chelsea 37-40, 85-40 to win the game to nil. I'm going to put one up at a big price. Working man's price, as you say. John Terry, 25-1 to score the first goal, and he's 9-1 to score any time. 16-1 to be the WhoScored.com highest rated player. He propped up with the winner against Everton when they beat him 1-0 last month. He seems to, in these little big games at home, he seems to get the Bridge behind him. Terry, no?
Well, you can have him if you want. I'm on under 2.5 in the game.
Well, Paul will go for the favourite as per usual, but we'll go to Manchester United away at West Ham in the evening kick-off. United 5-6 favourites. Paul?
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't be backing United odds on against anyone, I don't think, at the moment. I know they won 3-0 against Olympiacos last night, but they were hanging on in the last 20 minutes. They were a bit like a non-league side in the Cup, playing a Premier League side, and they're just hanging on for their lives.
Hanging on? They were 3-0 up after an hour.
Another goal and they would have gone out, though, wouldn't they? If Olympiacos had scored, they would have gone out, and they were... honestly, they're awful this year, United. I mean, I couldn't have a bet in the game, to be honest. I don't think. I'm not saying no bet.
You can't tip up no bet. I'd
rather be a layer of United than a backer at the price. But
I'd say the both teams to score bet's an interesting one. It's 4-5 yes, but I'd be tempted with even money about no. West Ham will be organised.
I know West Ham are full of goals, but United are awful at the back.
They are
awful. I'm surprised if United didn't concede.
Van Persie looks like he's going to be out.
He could be. Yeah.
Rooney. I mean, he was the only one running around, but I heard the cliche. He covered every blade of grass. Well, every blade of grass he did, but still didn't do much. And you wouldn't be fancying to score against West Ham at the weekend. It's going to be a cauldron of noise. That's right, a cauldron.
You don't agree on anything, do you? It's a yes for me. But
both teams to score, no, even money. We'll stick with that. Anyway, Sunday's games. Paul, do you want to lead us off?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always keen to take on Tottenham, and they have got a load of defensive problems.
Tim Sherwood is.
I do really like Southampton as well. I just think that it's reflected in the price.
Do you agree?
I just think that Tottenham should be they'd normally be shorter against Southampton than they are. And again, I don't really think there's any value.
Spurs 6-5. It's 12-5. The draw 13-5 Southampton win. I realised Southampton beat Norwich 4-2 last week. Crystal Palace 1-0 at Selhurst Park the week before. They've won 6 away games this season to nil, and I think 5-1. Southampton beat Spurs 0. I think Spurs were abject against Arsenal. They huffed and puffed, but they ultimately didn't blow anything down. And 5-1 Southampton.
Yeah, carry on their surge. Tottenham at all. I'd rather back Southampton than Tottenham. Definitely.
Tim Sherwood did say he would be at Spurs next season, but he's 4-1 to be the next manager to leave his post, and he could be chucked out if he gets battered by Southampton. Louis
van Gaal was saying he wanted to move to the Premier League the other day, wasn't he, as well? I think he's a 6-4 favourite to be the next Tottenham manager.
It's a lovely little plug from Mr. Finnigen. Anyway, the final quarter of the games is Aston Villa at home to Stoke. Yeah. This is not one for the neutrals. I'm sorry to insult any Stoke fans out there. Villa lucky to beat Chelsea last week. 2 men, Mourinho and his dog sent off on Saturday?
This is like the battle for the top 10, for 10th place, isn't it, really?
Villa 6-5, Stoke 11-4, the draw 23-10.
I personally think it's got draw written all over this game.
You know what, we agree. I think the 1-all correct score at 6-1 could be the poke.
I mean, 4 of the last 5 games at Villa Park between these two sides have been a draw as well.
Somebody done their research this afternoon?
I've had a little look.
I haven't. Well, Fabian Delph got man of the match last week. He's 9-1 to go in again, but Christian Benteke will be all the rage. 4-1 to score the first goal, 8-1 favourite to be man of the match.
Yeah,
he could
we
butcher
always
Stoke's
man of the
defence.
match. He could do. I fancy the draw. I think it'll be a tight game.
Paul, well, we join us late after he has finished sitting on the fence, but we'll go with Benteke, 4-1 to score the first goal, 8-1 to be man of the match. But do remember, we are money back if a red card is shown between Chelsea and Arsenal in the other kick-off on Saturday on BT Sport. And for all the latest odds, go to BetVictor.com. Cheers.